life. Sometimes so much is compressed into such a little word. At Cedarville University, students experience both the joys and challenges of life while focusing on all that college has to offer. Listen along with our host, Allie Kinner, as we take a deep dive into those life experiences with 4 Cedarville students. Eliana, Andrew, and Aspen continue their 1,000 days as a sophomore, junior, and senior, while Chloe joins them as our new freshman. Romans 8:28 reminds us that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. This is 1,000 Days, a Resound Radio podcast.
Aspen!
Hi, Allie.
Welcome back.
Forever.
It's literally been so long. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty dang good. I needed that break.
Oh, 1,000%. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a busy break. You didn't have just like a baby break. You had like a
big old
wild break. Like we were going through your journal beforehand and like, girl, like I don't remember the last time I had so many bullets of just like, we need to hit all of these things. So we're just going to hit it. And
we're going to talk fast, and this might be a long episode. Who knows?
Who knows? But first and foremost, spring break, you, my friend, had your bridal shower.
I did. I guess we're doing a little out of order because the bridal shower was technically right after spring break.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was kind of the big deal.
Yes.
Yeah, I had my bridal shower. I'm technically kind of having 2. I'm doing one here and one back in Minnesota with, all my aunts and my parents and everything. But this one was for all of my close friends here at college. And it was a lot of fun. A bunch of people couldn't make it because, the timing and break and everything.
Yeah.
But this was the only time that we could do it. And it ended up being really cozy, really cute. I got a lot of really nice gifts. A bunch of my friends found these tiny little figurines of like shirtless men with these like weird pants that were like fluffy and they're like only an inch tall. So they just gave me a bucket that was full of gifts and then just tiny shirtless men with cowboy hats and like spurs and fluffy pants.
Yeah, that's real friends right there. Real friends right there.
Mm-hmm. And I think that might be one of my favorite gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Although my favorite gift, I gotta say, hands down, is tied between 2. There is the adventure book from Up. From Up. Carl and Ellie's adventure book.
Stop.
Ever since I was a little kid, because my given name is Ellie.
Yeah.
So all growing up, I identified with Ellie because as a little girl, I was Ellie from Up. I was very much like her, so much like her. And I've always wanted to go on crazy adventures. And my mom and my sisters got me the book, the actual book that they have with a bunch of postcards and things to put in it so that as Caleb and I go on adventures, we could put our adventures in our own adventure book. And instead of Carl and Ellie, it'll be Caleb and Ellie.
Oh my gosh.
And then the second one, which isn't like as sentimental.
Wait, sorry, I need to recover from
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you a moment to not cry. I did nearly cry. It was
That's so sweet, bro.
It was so cute.
Go ahead and continue.
The second one, not nearly as sentimental, but twice as epic. One of my friends found these old, rusted, ornamental swords. And they're a set. A set of swords. You guys, if only this were like a YouTube video or something. I mean, it is. Maybe we can put a picture of the swords in it because we're recording this one. So they are ornamental swords for Caleb and I that match. And they're 100% being hung above our bed after, we fight to the death with them because
of course,
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
I immediately sent him a picture of them and he just went, oh my.
Yeah.
I love you, you crazy woman. And I was like, yep. I love you too. We're going to fight with these.
Yes. No, my equivalent would have to be like, I want lightsabers.
Oh, yes.
Like just lightsabers.
So fair.
They're so fun. I love Star Wars.
That's so fair.
Star Wars is iconic.
I never really got into it, but please, nobody judge me.
I'm judging.
It was just my family never did it growing up, so I don't have the nostalgia, you know?
That's valid. I didn't get into it until high school, though. So, like, I'm a late Star Wars bloomer, so, like, there's hope for you yet. But
there's hope for me yet. Who knows? I may get there someday.
Yes.
But yeah, so bridal shower, had a bunch of my girlfriends come over, and we all did, like, Who Knows the Bride Best, and we did vow Mad Libs, where we took traditional wedding vows and Mad Lib them up. I can pull them up and read them for you if you would like.
Girl, yes.
All right. Here is the vow Mad Libs that they made me read. I can't believe I'm reading this on a podcast.
Read them.
You know what? It's okay. So we filled in the bride's name and the bride's crush, several of relationships, an important person, a couple of adjectives, relationships, emotions, physical feelings, and a verb. And from that, we got, I, the bride of Frankenstein, take you, the bog king, to be my divorcee. And I do promise, before Caleb and these witnesses, to be your crusty and faithful friend, in bouncy and in squishy, in melancholy and in angst, in pain and in cold, as long as we both shall defenestrate. And those are the wedding vows I will be using at my real and actual wedding. So,
Bro, talk about, like, Walk the Prank. Does anybody remember that show? Because, like, Walk the Prank with, like, oh my gosh, like, imagine if you just walked up and you were like, Bride of Frankenstein, and then Caleb's just like, what? Like, who? Like, honestly, that's iconic.
I mean, you do look half dead on any given day, but still.
No, I love Mad Libs. And honestly, you have to be a little stupid with them or else they're just not funny. Like, my worst memory was whenever I was in, well, it's not my worst memory, but, like, my worst ad-lib memory or Mad Lib memory, however you want to say it, was whenever I was in middle school and, like, our teacher was super duper cool, loved my teacher, and she would have us do, like, Mad Libs on Fridays. And whenever we had this one kid and he was like, I want to read my ad lib. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Like, it's going to be so funny because I love ad-libs. And bro literally read the thing ahead of time so he knew exactly what to say. It made it so real. I was like, that is not how you do this, sir. Because, he used, like,
ridiculous.
Normal words. And I was like, bro, like, what happened to, like, fluffy underpants or, like, all the weird things that middle schoolers think of?
What happened to fluffy underpants?
Like, what happened to him? And I was so upset. I was like, this is stupid. I was like, mine is superior. Like, my Mad Libs.
Your chaos is superior.
It was superior because he was just so boring. So,
all right, note to self, play Mad Libs with Allie.
Yes, because they're immaculate. Okay. But moving on, because we have so much to cover and we want to get you out of here on time.
True.
You actually were helping with the High School Musical.
Yeah. So that was the first weekend, like right as spring break was starting. The local high school, Cedarville High School, was doing their last couple shows for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I love anything with chocolate.
Or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Well, Willy Wonka's a big deal.
Of it. Yeah, of Willy Wonka. And it was a lot of fun. So I got to just be there in the chaos. They needed an extra makeup person because their makeup person was leaving for break.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. So they went ahead and called me in. And I got to trim wigs and fix up people's hair. And I turned a lot of very sweaty actors from characters into Oompa Loompas.
As you should.
Yeah, I learned a lot about how to do Oompa Loompa makeup.
Yeah, so if you need Oompa Loompa makeup at any time.
Yeah, if you ever need Oompa Loompa makeup, I'm your gal.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, no, I was on campus all break, actually. My roommate and I decided to do a little staycation.
Yes.
So instead of going home, both of us stayed on campus, and we went on a bunch of little adventures together. So we were originally going to do a mission trip together, but I got rejected because it was off in Mexico, and they were like, hey, we don't really feel comfortable with you having the potential for seizures and heart problems off in rural Mexico where we don't have great access to hospitals. Even though it's really unlikely, we want you to be safe, and so we're going to say no.
Yeah.
And Riley was also having trouble getting her passport in time. So we decided, you know what? We'll do our own little thing here. So we stayed on campus, and we started off with a day trip down to Indiana so that she could renew her license.
And how long is that drive?
It was only an hour drive because we just had to get over the border to the first DMV.
Yeah.
So we drove down over the border, saw the sights, found a really cute coffee shop with some delicious coffee and super good gluten-free cookies. Like, to die for. I would drive the hour just to eat another one of those cookies. It was delicious. Oh, I'm sitting here salivating thinking about it. I have to move on, or I'm gonna start drooling on camera, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see that. So we did the day trip to Indiana, and then we hung out at our dorm, watched way too many movies and way too much TV together. We did a big deep clean and went through and washed all the built up dishes and did all the laundry and all that fun stuff. We also found some other friends that were stuck on campus and made some plans with them for the week. So we went out to this local cat cafe that I've talked about here before.
Yes.
The Cat Fae, and we introduced some new people to it. We watched a couple new movies together and introduced each other to some stuff. I brought some friends tree climbing for the first time. I love to climb trees. It's a good time.
Bro,
I
that's
love
wild.
tree climbing. So we did a lot of stuff. Just about every day we would wake up nice and late whenever we felt like it, and then go out and do a choose your own adventure for the whole day.
Yeah.
Just go on trips and visit things, do stuff.
That's awesome. I love that.
awesome. Nothing
Nothing like an impromptu, just staycation. They're so fun. But yeah, and then you also, another big news, and it's my favorite, so I highlighted it in orange because it's my favorite highlight color, if you were curious. You officially moved things into your apartment.
Yes, I did.
And remind me, your apartment is in the Cedarville area? Yes.
It is.
So
It's
how was that
a 3-minute walk from campus.
But how was that experience? Because moving is not for the faint of heart, in my opinion.
It was really good. I mean, I don't have a lot of my stuff moved in there yet because most of it's still up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I have a subtenant that is leasing underneath me. So I have a lease with the person who owns the house. And then I am subleasing out to someone else. And she moved in this week. And then I moved some of my stuff in as well. So there was a lot of getting her set up, making sure she had everything that she needed. She has a really cute cat, so I had to go visit the cat.
Of course.
Getting all of that set up for her. And so I did a lot of being an official adult and doing official adult things, facilitating communication between her and the guy who's leasing out the building to make sure that she had Wi-Fi and utilities all set up. All the fun stuff. But yeah, we're officially moved in. It looks so cozy now that we actually have furniture in there and it's not just, 4 square walls and a floor.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. And how does it feel to be doing adult things?
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's officially setting in because this last week we officially booked our venue and our date.
For the wedding?
So we are officially booked for August 1st.
Stop.
Everything is nailed down. We are good to go. Everything is set. I am so dang happy. Then I moved everything into the apartment the day after we booked, the wedding venue, and it all hit me. Dude, it keeps hitting me over and over again. This is so real.
Literally.
I'm moving into an actual apartment that I am paying for and belongs to me, and I'm planning and booking and nailing down venues and details for the wedding to my fiance who I'm going to marry. I'm graduating college.
What day are we on? I forget.
940 something.
949.
949. I only have 50 days left of college.
That's stupid.
What the heck?
When did that happen?
I'm not old enough for this.
Literally.
And then, on top of that, last fun thing that's happened is my mom and my little siblings are visiting at the beginning of this week. So they're here right now. The reason I have to leave so quick is because I'm meeting them for dinner before I go to church.
Yes.
They came down to visit and for the bridal shower to help me move some of the stuff into my apartment and because my little sister is visiting this college and some more along the way to figure out if she wants to go here.
So shameless plug, you should come here. You should come and you should watch this video and then you should come see us and it'll be so fun.
She should.
Yes.
She should. So I've been trying to convince my little sister, that this is the place where you really want to be because, you'll have family support because Caleb and I will be living 3 minutes away from campus and you can visit us anytime and I'll make you food and the people on campus are great and you would like the sports and you would like the people and and it's great and you would love it and you should go here and come be with me.
Literally. That's
I just
so
want
wild.
my little sister to go here.
Yeah.
She really seems to like the campus and she really seems to like the college. So I think we've got a fighting chance.
Yes. And this week is like the best week to come because if y'all didn't know, this week we've had 50s and 60s and even 70s weather. And it has been literally beautiful. The highlight of my life because we left for break and it was literally chilly, cold, snowing, gross. We went on break. Things happened. And then we're here and it's sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. And it's the coolest thing ever. And I really like sunshine, can you tell? But it's so nice. But
it's like someone just plugged you into a battery and you're all fully charged now.
Literally. It's wild.
The battery is the sun.
The battery is the
Allie
sun.
is a plant.
Except I kill plants. So don't trust me with your plants. I've already killed an aloe plant. So.
She's a strangler vine.
Honestly? Thank you so much.
New question for the board. What plant are you?
What plant
Allie
are you?
Strangler vine.
What can I say?
Kudzu. You're kudzu.
What's that?
It's the plant. Okay, we're just fully distracted from the pod. I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
But like plants.
Kudzu is that like leafy, viney plant that like grows up over all the landscape and completely covers everything.
So I nonchalantly
am
am
out
obsessed
from the
with
sunlight.
that. I'm nonchalantly obsessed with it.
And it's like killing off half the Midwest plants.
Yes, but like it's so pretty, so I'm not mad about it. I'm really not. It's like,
okay.
so
Allie's
cute.
Officially kudzu.
What can I say? But
an invasive species, but really pretty.
Like she's a vibe for sure.
So
But
do you really care that she's choking the life out?
That is all the time that we have left today. So we will see you in 2 weeks. We'll get an update about what life has been like since you come back from break and all the things.
Sounds like fun.
And it'll be a grand old time.
Okay,
Thank
sounds
you.
good.
Bye.
Bye.